Yes.
There you go. All right, so 5 seconds to start. Yep, we're good. You guys can start.
Finished the first stop.
Testing, testing.
Mine work? Yours work. Use that one. Go ahead, use that one for now. Okay.
All right, let's try this again. Well, welcome everybody. We are at squad 2 of stop 10, our interconference matchup between Midlands and Palmetto. We have finished up the first stop with the bottom 4 from each district. Now we are at the top 4. We will be featuring today the number 1s from each district. So we have High Caliber from Palmetto District, and then we have Complete Anarchy from the Midlands. So we'll start on the scratch pair over here on lanes 15 and 16. So everybody's doing their team chants right now to get hyped up, and then we'll start the bowling.
Scratch.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a leading off for us for Complete Anarchy. They'll go first. Caleb Huggins first. And then for High Caliber, we got Kevin Charles Gilreath. Oh, that's in. All right, Brooklyn to start the match. That'll get the arm swing nice and loose. All right, see if Kevin is a little better than that. No, not much better. 7. All right, we are here in Southgate Lanes or Southgate Bowling Center in Florence, South Carolina today. Like I said, we already finished one. All right, up second for Complete Anarchy, Josh Jackson, and he follows suit. Another Brooklyn. All right, third for Complete Anarchy. The anchor bowler for today is Daryl Hill. Let's see if Daryl can actually hit the right side of the head pin. His first two teammates did not. Man, he did not. All right, up second for High Caliber, we have Turner Pike. He is left-handed, so he should hit the 1-2. The 1-2's carrying great right now. All right, and anchor for High Caliber is TJ Timothy Doyle. Should have went Brooklyn. Should have followed suit. Win Brooklyn like everybody else did on the right side. All right, off to a slow start here for High Caliber. 2 opens right off the bat, and then you got 3 Brooklyns on the other side. So see how frame 2 goes now that they're changing lanes. See if the streak continues. Another Brooklyn. All right, Kevin looking to get the team going here. Hey, somebody hit the pocket on the right side. Brooklyn again. A little too much sauce on that. Yeah. All right, here we go. See what Turner's got. All right. Got our first double. The 1-2 is still pretty good. All right. Complete Anarchy is still looking for their first 1-3 hit. Let's see if Josh can get it going.
Testing. Testing.
Safest place on the lane right now is the 1-3. It hadn't been touched. And it still hasn't been touched. It's like watching the final match of the TV show last week. The safest place on the lane is the 1-3.
Well, that's kind of how it is sometimes when Josh is bowling anyway.
Well, what about the other two? Because they ain't hit it either. But so far it hasn't hurt you because you have 3 strikes and then should be a couple spares. So, and the other team already has 2 opens. So, oh boy. That's.
I don't think you really consider that a chop when the head pins involved like that, but okay.
It's a chop. You chopped it. But when you need to hit the pocket to make the spare, it is your spare percentage goes down.
Yeah, really bad real quick.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Caleb can find the 1-3. Oh, that one's got a chance. Hey, there we go. Hey, that was better. That was better.
Now, how different, you understand this stuff more than I do. How different is this pair going to play since it's sat here freshly oiled all day and didn't get re-oiled for the second score?
No, they re-oiled that pair. They started there.
They did start. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they started running that pair.
Okay. I just saw them when they started on 17, so I missed that part. So okay.
Nah, but theoretically, or well, typically, most places, if a pair sits, oil's liquid, so it's never stationary, so it moves.
Okay.
So all it does is it settles. It can settle left to right, settle a little bit front to back, so that volume that's in the middle gets lower and it gets a little more blended. Whereas like the oil to dry ratio may get a little lower, so your wet dry cliff isn't near as distinct. So I actually prefer them to not bowl right after they've been oiled. Let the oil, like I said, I want to let the oil to migrate a little bit, move a little, shim a little bit, and get a little more blended up the track.
Okay.
But yeah, they ran this pair. Now, it's the first pair they ran, so you still had to wait 40 minutes, but it's not like it sat for 4 hours.
Gotcha.
So. All right, Turner looking for the pair's first 3-bagger.
Yeah, you got it. Very nice.
There we go. That's the kind of start you want when you're in a 1v1 match on the scratch pair. Strikes is what you want to put on the board. So
Yep.
another 10-pin for Daryl.
Yeah, opens are going to be the thing that cost them. And opens on the scratch pair is going to be just bad.
Making your spares are going to be key because you're going to leave a lot of them.
Yeah.
And with this house, these old pins, they are not going to fall as good as most places, especially the guys from Columbia. What you're used to seeing at Anchor, Royal Z, they are not going to fall as easy. So, all right. Got a little string of strikes up here now from High Caliber, a response after the first frame with a couple splits. So see if Caleb can keep the team in it.
Fuck you! You want to see my skirt?
My goodness. All right, Caleb, double up here.
That's
Got
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, here we go, Kevin Gilreath. See if he can get a 3-bagger on the board.
Looks good. A little light.
Yeah. You are not going to carry very many of those in here.
No.
So, all right, let's see what Josh has this time.
Go on, Brooklyn.
Uh-uh.
No, we don't like the 1-3 pocket.
Hey, I've been saying it's the safest place on the lane. All right, see what the spare attempt here. Run it down.
I saw that. It hit me. No. It hit me. Oh, no.
Got it.
All right, good spare.
Okay. Yeah. Daryl got to get a strike here. Oh, no.
That is the opposite of a strike because that is going to be an open. And that's the moves that I saw earlier. The ball hits a little flat. You try to make a move right to get it to go, and then it hooks too much. To me, he should have just changed balls. Get into something that either one wasn't as strong so he can move right, or two, something that goes more to get the 10 out. All right. 4-bagger. Left side's walled. Everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Left side's walled.
See TJ keep it going here for him because.
Yeah, see if you can extend your lead a little bit here for high caliber early on in the match through 4. Jumping out to a pretty sizable lead right off the bat, which is not what you want if you're complete anarchy.
No, my goodness, getting all the carry. I love it.
There you go.
That's terrible.
So they're currently right now they're going to be up about 60 through 4. So it's a pretty big hole, especially when the other team, you know, is actually has the pocket and is striking. So. All right, Caleb.
Oh, no.
That looked a little in.
Got to throw it right.
Kevin with a ball change already. That one
looked pretty good. That stood up.
That one looked pretty good. That was way better. I expect a little bit of noise in this match.
Yeah.
Because I know you guys like to talk a little bit. Turner and Kevin, they don't mind talking. They're about it. Sometimes the women will be like Casey and Anne-Marie, they may, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's usually going to come from this pair. And you got Josh down here. He's going to talk way more than the other two are.
Yeah.
And then you got Collie on the end. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of chirping back and forth. Almost I expect it, I guess.
Yeah. Once Josh can find the right pocket, things will change a little bit from him.
It's going to be hard for him to open his mouth, though, if he can't find the 1-3. Right. So that one may be close.
No, angle's bad. You got to get it out further right.
I think it's a bad. I don't think it's the right ball. That ball is the NU 2.0. To me, it's too weak through the front, and then it wants to store up and go. And so it's too much angle down lane. I don't think that's the right ball. Oh, they still striking over there. Yeah. Couple 4-bagger or a 4-bagger, 5-bagger. Then you got, like I said, Kevin up top. So, yeah, they are definitely putting it to you right now.
Yeah.
But the good news about it is it's 3 games and it's 3 pairs. So.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody lose a match because of 1 game on 1 pair. Yep. There it goes.
Yeah, because even the first round of matches we had, when you guys 40-0'd the body snatchers, and a lot of those were still kind of close.
30-40. We never won a game by more than 45, but we never lost one by less than, or never. Our lowest win was 30, I think, 1. And our highest win was 45, so we were pretty consistent. We didn't bowl all that great, in my opinion. No. I felt like we hit the pocket a lot, and we didn't knock them down. But they're hard to knock down. At least you may catch it for a game, half a game, but like I said, they're tricky.
Yeah. And I'll give you credit too, where you were doing a good job of keeping your team focused. Even when you weren't bowling the best at times, you were still talking to everybody. And body snatchers
that's my job.
There you go.
To let the team know where we're at, what's going on, what I'm seeing. It'd be the field general for the team. That's why I'm here.
Yep.
All right, Josh finally got a strike on the board.
Finally, now if Daryl could get one, we might be able to.
You might be on to something.
Not lose this game by 200.
I said that was a little further left off his hand than the last one, and he wrapped 10. So, yep, that's that move left.
Yep.
The last two went through the face, move left, and it never hooks. So.
Yep. Yeah, the interesting part about this is we got to drive back to Columbia for our team rankings match after this. So
yeah, y'all can have that.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Who do y'all bowl there?
High caliber.
Oh, and a whiff, big whiff off. All right, well that'll help you a little bit.
Yeah.
What house are y'all bowling at in Columbia?
Columbia, Bush River.
Bush River.
Seven Oaks. Yep.
Why don't y'all just do it here?
Because we're the 1 seed and we want to start our.
Well, the way it's starting out, you probably made the right choice by not doing it here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Your handicap pairs are actually bowling pretty good, so maybe you could have used them.
We'll see. The only thing we got set for that lineup later is the 645 pair is kind of set. We're going to wait and see how everybody performs today.
I don't know. That'd be hard to use what you bowled here in a center that's way different, and then try to use the same people that because they bowled good in one house. But that's just my thought.
No, that's not. I mean, that's why we don't have it set. That's why we just kind of. If somebody shoots 450 today, like here, I don't know if they're going to shoot 750 at Bush. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. You want to get a 5-bagger here, too?
All right, let's see if TJ can keep his string going, increase this lead. Uh-oh, that's in. And Brooklyn just giving one back.
Best lefty on the pair.
I'm telling you, that 1-2 pocket is amazing right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what the handicap difference is for each pair? I mean, we can look at it when we go to them.
We're chasing on both pairs.
Okay, yeah.
One pair's like 15, the other one's 25, I think.
So one of the things that what's benefited them all year is they've got guys that they use that are still in that 2-0, 210 range.
Yeah.
And they bowl a little bit better than their average every time. So, like I said, you end up catching, I guess, or people are you're getting pins on every pair, just about every match you're in, and they bowl a little bit better. That was not his best effort. That one was in again.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was trying too hard.
So this is a two-person race on this scratch pair, and unfortunately for Complete Anarchy, those two people are on the same team. So
yeah.
Everybody else is kind of struggling a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to hold on to the fact that it's a 3-game competition here.
Yeah, you got to. All right, let's see if Turner can get 7. We already had 1 300 this morning by a lefty in the first squad, so that one looked pretty good.
Looking like we're on the way to another one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Daryl are both in the wrong ball.
Yep, 100%. Josh is trying to force it. I didn't watch any of practice, so I don't know what it looked like. But yeah, they're definitely in the wrong. Probably another Brooklyn. Yep, and another one.
My goodness.
Well, now you're 2 for 2 and 2 on Brooklyn's. You got 2 on each side. So the difference is, him gave his a 6-bagger, whereas y'all's was just 1.
Yeah.
So. The ball change for Daryl. He balled up. Yeah, see that one read the middle. As I said, you got to ball up to something if you're gonna try to move in. Yeah. That puddle is pretty heavy. So if that's what he wants to do, then that's the way to go. I think Josh has got to do the same thing. Yeah. That's a better effort from Caleb. Oh.
Got to get a spare. Got to spare this up though.
Jonathan, you always have wiggle.
right, run it down.
All right. Yeah.
All right, let's see if Kevin can join his teammates here and get back to striking.
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah, for your sake, you hope
Yeah,
not.
This isn't looking good.
This is looking like they may get you by 200 in this first game.
Yeah.
That one's not bad. Half pocket hit. That was, like I said, that's the right ball path. So. Hey, got one.
Finally.
It
needs
still
to
wasn't
change ball.
convincing.
Yeah.
Yes, it was missed in the oil and it just sat there. So I'll say that's not a hit that I would want to rely on. Uh-oh, you're starting to give it back now on the other lane. Brooklyn. Hey, got him one.
Trip 6. My goodness. My goodness.
The left side, the carry percentage on the left side pocket is 100% right now.
Yes.
100%.
Hopefully they're taking some of Turner's away.
You got to do something to stop him. Oh, that's way in. Oh, and it just sat there.
Yeah, that was nice. Give him that.
That was.
The score was nice. The shot wasn't great, but the shot was nice.
That was.
I said TJ gonna go Brooklyn again.
That was close. That was close. This must be nice to be left-handed. Yeah, it must be nice to be left-handed. Yeah. That's impressive to send a scout with these old pins they got in here.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be right. That's in the pocket, and it's in pin.
Just like the rest of the righties, they're just all terrible.
Yep. Uh-oh. Yep. All right.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those missed on the first round of matches.
Spares are tricky today.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's in another scout. Hey.
Yeah, on the scratch pair in your match, body snatchers were doing everything they could to not pick up a 10-pin. They'd miss it left, throw it in the gutter.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me that they're as high as they are in the standings because to me they look like the normal body snatchers. They didn't bowl very good at all.
They did. They went right back to their old ways. Like they were so trending in the right direction.
Body snatch. That's the body snatchers that I remember.
Yeah, but I called it like that while you were bowling. It was just terrible.
I ain't mad at them.
No, definitely not.
And
it's hard to get mad at a 40-0.
Right. And like I said, I didn't think we bowled all that good.
No. You really didn't because the scratch spare was
a good spare.
Was decent. You know, I mean, Shannon was clean.
Heather missed a couple 7-pins, a game 1 and then in game 3, but that was it. She bowled 650.
Yep.
Chris had a stretch where he couldn't strike, and he went 220, 2-0, 250. So he's bowled 680. Shannon bowled right at 680.
Yep.
For us, Cam was pretty consistent.
Yep.
I was good for 2 games. Terrence was good for 1.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Boy, that was like 0 halfway down the lane. All right, Turner, front 8.
Another one.
Hey, first 9.
Oh.
And like I said, well on your way.
Yeah.
200 pins. Fight back. Fight back.
Yeah, it's not often we got to rely on handicap to make up the.
Oh, trip 4. And again, another shot in.
Yep.
All right, let's see what Daryl does here. That's pretty good. 7-10.
Oh my goodness. That was good. That was good for high caliber. That was good for us.
Yeah.
But it did look good.
I thought it was a better attempt than his last one.
Yeah, definitely.
Good news is going into the 10th, they're only plus 10 on you on count. So if you strike out, you still only lose by 140. So it can't get a whole lot worse from where it's already at.
I feel like there's a hold my beer moment in there somewhere.
Yeah, it could be. But you need the problem is Josh is your bowler with the double. And I don't really know how convincing or how much you want to rely on him to try and double in the 10th right now.
No.
Another ball change for Kevin. It's 3 balls inside of game 1. That's not what you want to see when you had 10 minutes of practice on the pair.
No, but I would like to see us have 3 balls apiece right now.
Right. That was a good shot. That dude just missed the 1-5.
Yeah, that's
left.
That's bad.
All right, let's see if Kevin can run this spare down. That would actually help y'all a lot if he chops this. Oh, he tried to chop it. He tried to help y'all out.
Can't do nothing right. I swear.
All right, ball number 4 for Kevin, and this is right after 10 minutes of practice. It's all right. 8 on the field. It's not a huge. You didn't lose but 2 pins. That's not bad. But you.
Well, I'll feel better if the handicap pairs make up this difference in game 1, but
You're down on 1. Well, not really, because they have 1 string. Y'all have a string, possibly 2 strings. That if you carry the strikes in the 9th. So.
oh my goodness.
So. Could be. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the pins difference is over there. So. Y'all could be all right. Oh, look at that! Was convincing.
That
He almost
good.
looked like he knew what he was doing right there.
And you think about Kevin's 174, that's not going to be a little game on the pair.
No.
Like that's
No. Well, I mean, Daryl can double and go around him, but yeah, that's. Let's see what Turner does here on the front 9. A little air, a little left.
oh, boo.
That is big for y'all because your string extended and theirs didn't. So they lost 20 off that. So you got a chance to cut this to less than 100. Brooklyn.
Oh man. But it's like that shot right there was the exact reason why you can't be confident on his double.
That's
going
why I
into
said
that.
you can't. He's not the one you want to rely on right now at the moment to double in the 10th. It's a good thing this game wasn't close. But I mean, Turner gave you a break by like I said, he gave it a whole lot of air and then he got it left. So you got a chance. Yeah. All right, good spare. You still lost 24 off count, so.
So somehow Josh got it.
Josh managed to get the 205, and I think he hit the pocket 3 times.
That's
That
I don't know if it's sad or impressive. It's kind of both. At the
a
same
little
time.
bit of both. No, not near as much air.
No.
Your common everyday 275 game.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that leave question marks on how did you get there, but
Yeah. I've bowled 1 275 in my life, and ironically enough, it was almost the same way. On front 9, 7, and then I got 8. 7 is 8 for my one and only 275.
oh, nice.
That one looked pretty good. Jax bowled a 275 2 years ago at Junior Gold. He went front 9, wash out just like that, spare, 10 pin. All right. So this has got to make you feel a little bit better about yourself. You got 2 bowlers that doubled in the 10th. So, you know, you're going to get, it's going to be around 120-ish after 1, when it looked like through 8 it was going to be 200.
Yeah,
so,
it wasn't looking great at all. So this is one of those small win moments. You don't want to rely on them.
Yeah, but you know, being down 110-ish, 112 if he throws them all, you know, that's 55 a game. You can, you know, you can. Oh, he just went Brooklyn again. 5 in. All right, if he throws it just like that again, he will miss this.
He will miss it.
This is a loss. And you had a washout over on the other. Again, I don't know what you're down, but that's a big double, because this might be an open from the top. And then you have a double in the middle and a spare at the bottom. So you're plus 20 on pins,
Yeah.
on just off count. So I don't know what, like I said, what your handicap is. He made the spare.
You bum.
He's just being selfish. All right, so you guys give up 24.
14.
And then and then 14. So you spot 24 and 14. All right, so 24 is doable because, like I said, you're up 20 on count. You're going to get 10 more here, so you're going to be plus your 9 to the good, plus your 20 on count with a double and a spare versus there's one strike and an open. So this game is doable for you guys, and you're in one. Y'all are going to win it a good bit.
Finish off handicap 1 and then handicap 1.
Yeah. All right, let's see what this guy missed a head pin twice last frame. So,
Stand
all right.
up.
All right, so yeah, this is big. So you need Charlton to hit this one, and that'll pretty much lock your game up, because then at the bottom it doesn't really matter what C4 does. So, yeah, he needs to hit this one.
All right, Matt, get there.
Oh, it's a little in.
Man.
I am all too familiar with that hit.
Yeah.
I didn't count the number of 9 pins we left today, but yesterday in the brawl, my team, through the 3 games of qualifying, we left 15 of them.
Yeah.
So
it was a big number. Terrence was telling me, I think it was something like 30-something between the 2 days. Was how many?
it was pretty close. We qualified 4th and went to the second round, and we left 4 more in one game, in the one-game match. And I don't know how many we left today. So I know I had 3 by myself. All right, well, you're still in good shape here. The only thing is that was big because you're 10 off on count at the bottom versus having a strike versus a spare. So you lose 10 there. So it's at 18. That's why I said he needed to hit the first one. Now, unless their bottom bowler doesn't strike, which he has not struck but one time on the right lane. So, 5. That's half. So your odds are in your favor over here to maybe squeak out this game. And you won the other one by 23. So good count right here is big. That might be another 9 pin. No, that was in the same spot.
Yeah. It's weird how these pins are here. I mean, just
man, these pins. I'm pretty sure these are the same pins I was trying. Oh, that's big. That's a big count. So you lost 3 more. So, yeah, that's big. I'm pretty sure these are the same pins I was trying to knock down when I was a youth in 1999 bowling tournaments here. I'm pretty sure it's the same pins.
That was a long time ago. My goodness.
AJ ain't over here. You ain't got to do that. All right, let's see what your bottom bowler does.
All right, see if I get there.
Oh, that's pretty much a wrap. Unless he does the same thing, that's gonna be a wrap. All right, so they're gonna sneak out that one. Unless he bounces these out.
I mean, I've seen Werder shit today.
Oh, he ain't throwing it hard enough.
No.
He ain't throwing it hard enough. Yeah, so he's gonna get 20 more. So this one is gonna be so you're gonna lose this one by about 17ish, I guess, because you're spotting them 24. Turner missed the head pin again.
My eyes hurt watching him bowl. Like I feel like he's gonna stop and do a balk move for a minute, and then he keeps going. And this is my first time seeing him bowl anything. He bowled for them a lot up your way.
No, he's bowled for a long time, but he's from Anderson. I think he's new to their team.
Okay.
I don't know for sure, but I've known his name is Jeff. I've known him for a long time. He's a local legend in Anderson.
Oh, okay. Okay. As long as he scores, but it don't matter what you do before the foul line.
Yeah, he's consistent.
Yeah.
All right, so they're going to win that game. What's that? The number was 24.
Yep.
So, yeah, 16 pins right there. You won by more than that on the end pair. So, yeah, you're going to be at 4-2, down about
110.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
Because you lost that game by 5.
Our score's over there. That's my copy.
Yeah, 110 there plus another 16, so it's 126, and you probably won that one by about 25. You're down about 100 after one. Yeah, probably down 100 after one. All right, so we're going to move on over to Handicap 1 and run this game.
Yep.
So we got bowling. Let's see who's going to start us off. All right, so Complete Anarchy will start us off. They're going to start on the 11 lanes. We got Travis Nolan for Complete Anarchy. Leadoff bowler for High Caliber, be on the right lane. Gerald Graham. There it is.
Oh, my goodness. Them 9 pins.
There it is.
9 pins.
To me, that and the half 10 were the two most common leaves that I saw for the last 2 days.
Yep.
I tell you what, as good as the scratch pair did over there, then they start with 3 opens. I told you 55 and 55, and that's a winner on that pair.
Yeah.
So. You gotta love that.
That's so weird. I love those.
Hell, it'd be a team from your district complaining about it, because he's from mine.
Who are they bowling?
Shot Show.
My goodness.
But he could, if he's walking about, it could be anybody on a pair surrounded. So
yeah.
Who knows? All right, so Gerald with a 10 pin. All right, next up we got Charlton McKinney coming up for the 2-hole here for Complete Anarchy.
UBA bowlers, just a reminder, this is a non-vaping facility. All vaping must be done outside.
I'll be right back. I need to dress something.
No, go ahead. Mac got the strike. Good job, buddy.
All right, we're back. All right, Roy Adams is the 2 bowler for High Caliber. No strike on the board.
Yeah, that's better than the shots we caught at the end of last game.
Yeah, he missed a head pin to the left on back-to-back shots, and then he missed a head pin to the right in the 10th. So you were bound to dial it in at some point.
Yeah.
All right, so 3-hole anchor bowler, Courtney Green, and then like we spoke before, Jeff Paul for High Caliber. So, and this was your most competitive match the first game. So let's see if it stays the same for this game.
There you go.
That was a pretty good shot.
Good job, for.
Hey, if he'd have done that in the 10th, he ought to have won that game.
Yeah.
I guess it's easy to strike when it don't matter.
Yeah.
Everybody knocks them over when it don't count. And Jeff threw the face.
Yeah, everybody's Walter Ray in practice.
Everybody is Walter Way in practice, for sure. All right, you're off to a good start here.
Yeah,
A couple
I like
strikes, a spare. Like I said, giving up 24, so you're going to make up 10 right off the bat in frame one. That's that's obviously what you want to do. Plus, you got 100 pins on the overall that you got to catch up to. So that's what you want to see.
Yep. And I'm impressed that we had no jersey violations, and we also everybody paid on time.
Yeah, everybody paid on time. Leonard's in the building. No issues from him today. We had one yesterday, but not today.
Yep.
This
Still
morning.
young, still young though.
Yeah, today is still early. Day is still early. I don't know if any of the teams down there actually check for anything, though. The only people that check for anything are right here in front of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're that might be the reason why nothing got brought up.
Yeah. Well, I spend more time checking my own when we're near high caliber for sure.
I can't. Daphne handles all that stuff for us. No one is allowed to touch anything in the database but her, as far as for our team. So, and she stays on top of it.
Yep, that hasn't changed. I remember.
Yeah,
7-8 years ago she did it like that too.
Ain't nothing to fix if it ain't broke.
Yep.
Like I said, I'll put Daphne up against any team owner in the entire organization. You probably won't find one better. That's more thorough. Josh with a ball change. Just a little quick update on the scratch pair. We only set it for like 8 frames. He finally did it.
Yep.
It wasn't much better. He still wrapped 10. All right, so you need a spare here from Travis. Get you back-to-back spares on the board.
Yeah, got to keep it clean.
Yeah, like I said, you can't avoid the open frames, especially when you know, like I said, if anything is going to go like game one where it's going to be close, you're not trying to give pins back. I mean, y'all lost that game by 16. But I think you only missed one. I know you missed one spare. C4 missed a 10 pin. So.
All right, we had to wait on Gerald to go to the snack bar.
No, I think he said he was waiting on a ball return. Oh, that was. That's light. Is that a 2-pin? I can't really see around Jeff, but that looked like a rolled 2-pin.
Yeah, the 8 fell out funky too.
Oh, okay.
It tripped out late back.
I know it got right. So. All right, let's see if Charleston can respond to that and get the first double of the game going. Hey, there you go. That's the way to respond. That's what you want to do. All right, let's see what Roy can do here. Yep, that one wasn't bad.
Hey, so he does pretty good when he hits a head pin. He does pretty good when he hits a
No,
head
I mean,
pin.
he's 199 for a reason.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. He is 199 for a reason. I thought C4 fell asleep up there. I wonder what he was waiting on. He couldn't have thought that was good.
No.
That was 0 again, about 30 feet.
Yeah.
That didn't sound good. Nope. Again, you're giving pins back with that. So if C4 can find a way to spare this, stay clean. Because odds are Jeff's not making this unless he throws one out. So if Courtney can slide that head pin over, I'll say that'll get you about 10 more. He's gonna give it a chance. Oh, to me that's such a bad break.
Yeah.
Cut it the right way, only for it to go in front and around. That's such a bad break. It's one of the worst breaks in bowling because you're trying to fill a frame.
Yeah.
You make a bad shot, then you turn out and make a good shot at the spare.
Yeah.
Only for it to do that. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the dumbest hit in bowling right there, in my opinion.
I had somebody recently tell me I couldn't take the 210 off of that, and I sure did.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, I'm better at that stuff than other thing else.
Oh, 6.
Oh, what are we doing, Travis?
6. That's not what you want to see.
No.
Unless the other team gives it right back to you. So. Oh. Nope.
He's getting a lot of pin action that we're not getting.
It's way more than I saw this morning. I can tell you that.
That was
Oh,
a
he
good
gave it a
try,
run.
though.
He gave it a run.
Hey, good try, Travis.
Oh, I thought we was going to get the yell 4.
I thought it was going to be a 5 over there for a second. Oh, good.
I'm just glancing at all the scoreboards that I can see going down, and not a lot of strings.
No.
All right, 3-bagger from Roy. Again, he's pretty good when he hits the head pin, but like I said, he's entering his 199, and he's just a tad bit better than that. All right, see if Charlton can answer back. Get his own 3-bagger.
Yes,
there you
sir.
go. There you go.
Guitar hero in the house. Good job.
Yep, that's what you want. Answer a 3-bagger for a 3-bagger. You need your first and your third bowler to get on it,
Yeah.
because you're essentially in the same boat you were in the scratch pair in game 1.
Yep.
With a couple opens, and then they have 2 guys with already with an early string, so. All right, JP. That looked through the face. Yeah, that was high, very high. He was lucky to leave just that 4-pin. All right, let's see what Courtney's got. That's better. Yeah, it was a better pin, better effort. I mean, it's not the result that you want, but it's a better effort. But way better than the last one.
Yeah. I'm worried he's going to throw it in the gutter at some point. He's flirting with it too much.
That one wasn't near as close as the last one. That one only got to about 7-8, so he had plenty of room. But the problem is that ball is so lazy. If he doesn't see the friction with it, then it's not coming around the spot. So he's gonna have 10 almost every time. So spare's big right here, though. Spare's big. That's a miss.
Yep. Yeah, that was definitely.
Definitely not giving it your best effort right here.
No.
All right, so we got Gerald, who's tripped the 2-8 and then scouted the flat 10.
Yeah.
So let's see what kind of trick hit he's going to get this time. Yep, you almost tripped the 2-8 again.
Oh, my Jesus.
All right, it's good news for you, a double stop. So if you can get a strike here. See if Travis can get back on it. He actually bowled pretty good the first game.
Yeah, he
so
did.
see if he can get back on it.
That's good.
Yeah, that one looked good.
Hand pin. Yeah, all these spares, man, or lack of spares, are
You know,
get a
when
little frustrating.
when you're spotting pins,
You can't
you
miss
can't.
spares.
Yeah, we can't miss spares for one, but 2, you don't want to have to shoot it many.
Yeah.
That's the tricky part. Like for us, we shot it a lot at spares, but we didn't miss a ton.
Yeah.
So obviously it helps, and we were giving up 50 and 60 on the handicap pairs each game. So, we got a situation. She throws it too straight to miss that.
Yeah. I wouldn't even bother putting my hand up.
Yeah,
on,
I'm
in
gonna
case
waste
he's shooting
my-
at a 5-pin. If it was me, I'd put my hand up because I'm terrible at it.
I've witnessed several of yours, so
yes,
yeah.
Yes, sir. funny how everybody stops around her bowling as if she's shooting for a 300 or something. It's just a 5-pin.
Josh is wanting to go back to Tri-City. He don't like this place.
Yeah, and he was wanting to hang a new ownership banner here, but that's not going to happen.
Do what?
He wanted to hang a new owner banner here,
Oh,
like we did at Tri-City.
he ain't gonna do it here.
No.
That's all right. He ain't the only one that strikes in Tri-City. I think everybody does. That place has been easy for a long time. All right, this is big right here. You,
Yeah, I need Mac to get this.
yeah, continue a string.
There you
Ooh,
go.
he tried the 9-pin again.
Yeah.
That's big. That's big, especially if Roy doesn't strike to keep his string going. That's a miss. You got C4 with a ball change here. He is balling up to like the strongest ball out right now. This ought to be interesting.
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
Okay.
They gave him the middle, so
Okay.
he don't have to send it as far right. That one will read the middle a little bit better. So there you go. That's promising.
Yeah.
All right, like I said, let's see what Roy does here. Alex miss. Oh, that was a miss.
Oh my goodness.
That was a miss. That's a good break off a bad shot.
What a welterweight.
Yeah.
Let's hope this one ends better than the last game. This is how I started then.
All right. We're still fairly close here. You're still within your 45 pins, I guess, through about 4 frames in. That was his first good one.
Yeah. Because all the other ones that look like
No, they were terrible.
trash.
Hey, okay.
That late 5.
It's not really one you want to rely on, but okay.
No.
You see how bad the pins fall here, though.
Yeah.
If you're up at the approach and there's no music or anything on, and you hear the ball hit the pins, it is so bad. You hear how dead they are.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, a lot of people commented on that during the first squad because the music and stuff wasn't going, nothing was
7-10, there you go.
And
All right,
and
this is very, very big here now.
Yeah.
If Charlton gets this is very big.
You bowled a double, Josh. Go
Yeah,
calm down.
you got to you threw your first
double of the day.
your first double in 18 frames or 18 shots. So like let's that.
God almighty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the good news you pick up 10. Assuming he makes it off of an open, off a string. But yeah, those are the ones you want to get those.
Yeah, you need that one.
All right, let's hope he makes a spare.
Come on, Matt, get this.
All right, there you go. That's a good spare. The pretty good first one.
Yeah. Yeah, the way he throws the ball worries me on 10 pins, though.
I can see that. Oh, Hey, you're clawing back on that scratch pair. All right, so this big right here. See if he can double up off the ball change. That'll give you, if he strikes off and he 10 pin, that'll give you another 20 you're picking up.
Yeah, we need to.
Hey, that was convincing. Hey, the spare. All right, let's see if JP makes the spare. He should. He's a pretty good spare shooter.
He looks like he doesn't get excited much.
He does not.
Oh.
He's not.
Are y'all related?
Nope.
Because
No.
you don't get excited much even on good stuff.
Well, it's not really much to get excited about. It's just bowling. It's just a strike,
Yeah.
a spare. I mean, I like to win, but it's not life or death. So,
Right. I agree with that.
ain't nobody making a living off doing this.
No. We're just trying to make it to the day where we do get to go back to work to make that living.
There's Josh.
I
I thought Josh said he woke up.
All right, let's see if Roy go get something after that open last time.
All right, let's see what Roy does here off the 7-10 on the last one. It wasn't very good. That was pretty good. Yeah, Roy is putting it to y'all. Josh got 0.
Man,
Y'all are just giving pins back.
they're not wanting it right now. It's very discouraging.
All right, Charlton get back on it. He's actually thrown 5 pretty good shots.
Yeah.
Unfortunate with the 9 pin on the last one, so see what he's got going here.
Definitely need a 6th. Come on now.
That's got a chance. Oh, he tried to do it again.
Spare shooting, spare shooting, spare shooting.
There you go.
I'm starting to like watching it bowl.
JP?
Yeah. He just kind of like,
Yeah, I said it ain't no big deal.
yeah. Just something
I
to
say
spend money on.
He's been doing it a while. I said he ain't new to it. All right, this is big. This is another big shot right here in the
Ball
middle
four.
part of the game. That looked good. His last 3 have been really, really good
Yeah,
when he
great
changed to
ball
that.
change there,
Yeah,
for
that was,
sure.
I think his teammates told him to change balls. So, all right, you need Travis to get back on it right here.
Get there. Yeah.
Ooh, all right, got one. All right, Gerald with a 3-bagger.
Man.
Good news is, the rest of the way, I said you're fairly close on the middle pair now.
Yep. You
are not close on the end pair now.
No.
No, you're down about, well, they get 30. It's not as far off. It's not that bad. But you got a bowler down there with a front 7 for them. The good news is you got 2 bowlers. His other 2 teammates can't strike, so
Yeah.
y'all can find a way to put a couple strings together. That's the worst shot he's thrown so far today.
Yeah, that's all right. Just
That
too
was
big.
bad. Turner goes from 270 to 170. That's through the face.
My goodness.
He got away with one.
Yeah, he did. I thought that 10 was going to stay up, too. All right, so C-Mac got the spare. Hopefully Roy will whiff this one.
No, I think the game's close. He's trying to make it. Yeah. All right, you need your string to keep going right here.
Definitely. Been a great ball change for him. Definitely was a good ball change for him. So let's see.
For 3 frames anyway.
Yeah.
For 3 frames.
Make it 4.
It's got a chance.
Yep.
Yeah, that looked good. That looked good. All right, so y'all are down 16 from where you're at now, but they have potentially 2 strings. So you're down about 35-ish, depending on what JP does here, going into the last 3 frames. So it's still doable. You're still close. You're not out of it, but you can't give any more frames back.
No, we got to stop that.
You can't avoid. You can't have any more opens. Oh, that was good.
That was a great ball.
Oh, he stepped that one out. He liked that one.
Yeah.
He liked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you add your 24. Yeah, 36 pins right now, and you have a string on each side, spare. So actually you're down about 45 with off count versus a single strike into the double. So well, that's in. All right, one string stopped. But you need him to strike, though. You can't have, you got to give it back. You got to double up right here. That wasn't very good.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice. Y'all are probably going to win the scratch pair game, too. You're just not going to make up any pins off of it.
No.
Front 8 over there on that handicap, too. Yep, 45 is where you're at right now because they are pretty much dead even on the bottom 2 off count. So
yeah, that's good.
You need a miss from C to stop his string. That'll cut it in half. Oh, Roy is lacing shots.
Man.
Roy is lacing them.
I'm going to have to re-rate him.
I told you, he's just a little bit better than 199.
Yeah. Well, I'll be happy if he shoots just 2-0. I'll take it.
And they are putting it to y'all down there in handicap, too. The ladies figured out how to double. That's in. Okay, so there's your miss.
Yeah.
You need this one here. That'll cut that 45 in half because he lost count with 3 right there. So it's a one-hit game right here going into the 9th and 10th. So, yeah, this is big. That's not bad. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was a great shot there by 4.
There you go. All right.
Chop it. Nope. Dang.
No, that's dead on it.
Yeah.
A little better effort there on your scratch pair. Y'all should win that one. Oh, that's big. There's 10 more you picked up.
Yeah, very big. We didn't.
Yeah, so that's 10 more. So yeah, you're that's good. I need y'all to win as many points as possible.
Hey, we're trying for you, man. Oh my.
Really, what I need is the other matches. I need Midlands to win the other ones.
Right.
I could care less about this one.
Well, we want to get close enough where y'all can run them down in the
position round.
Yeah.
It'll probably end up the way last time we bowled them in position round at Royal Z, where they're like Roy bowled 680. Their other 2-0 people all bowled 680.
Is that where you're bowling again?
No, we bowl them at Anchor next time, so it's even easier.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of Royal Z. I've never gotten more than 9 in there. Oh, that is not what you wanted right there. He's been your most consistent.
Yeah.
That's not what you wanted to see. You just gave all those pins you had clawed back and gave them right back to him. All right, well, he gave some of them back to you.
They're gonna have a 300 shot on them on handicap too.
All right, so you're going to win your scratch pair by 10, so that's 2 points.
That's 2.
You're about to lose your end pair. That is almost going to put totals out of reach. If you were down 100 already, you're going to lose by 100 over there. So that's 200 pins, and you're 50 back over here, depending on what C4 does. Yep, that was a little in. It hooked. I think at this point you're trying to make the stop respectable. You know, try to get to 12, maybe 14 points.
Yeah, and that's not even looking. It might be 4 at this way. I mean,
yeah, if you can win another game, here the last one. You ended well though, so maybe you go on a little run. They beat y'all by 100. Maybe you can do it to them. This pair is gonna be close again. Those guys they're fighting for their life over there.
Yeah.
So. That's not how you want to start it. That was a good one.
Need to go from Travis. No.
Oh.
Damn, 10. both down here, so we don't know how everybody else is doing. But this could end up being a complete stop for y'all.
Yeah, it could be.
For Palmetto.
So there's a hit to Deadwood. Oh, he almost touched it.
It was close.
Yeah, that'll debunk your theory of y'all having the toughest district.
Well,
If you get swept today.
yeah, I mean it's.
I already didn't believe you when you said it, but
No, I know you didn't.
But
you gotta have confidence in your team, in your conference, in your group. Like I mean, that's
I said it.
it's one of those
There you
things.
go.
It's one of those things where you had a lot of newer teams too,
We got a handful.
and they're actually doing really well. Like upstate
You know, it's
Gladiators
always
are winning.
funny how the first year teams always succeed in year one, and then they kind of just trickle off, and things fade a little bit. Gladiators are doing well in everything except season tour.
Yep.
Headhunters are, they're in the top 3 right now, but I mean, I think it's just they haven't bowled the hardest of teams the last couple stops, whereas we lost a couple. Cartel lost one, so they just kind of leapfrog people when as everybody beat up on each other. I mean, we beat the Headhunters 38-2 earlier in the year. So I mean, Dragons started out slow, but I mean, hell, they beat the piss out of us in Rock Hill. Rock Hill is not normal Rock Hill though. They are hard now, and they made it happen down there.
I remember when I saw your scores.
They
I was like, oh,
won
my
700
God.
on the stop, and it was against us.
Of course, that's how it always works.
I mean, Savages have the highest pins knocked down in our district, and we had the highest pins against in the district as well. So that means the other teams are bowling their highest against us. There's been, 10 stops in? I know of at least 4 stops where we had the second highest pinfall for the stop and lost to the person that had the most.
Wow.
So that's happened at least 4 times. So, it is what it is. When you do it, you've been at it as long as we have, you're going to have stops and seasons, like that. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean you can't win them all.
No.
I mean, there's never gonna happen.
Nobody wins their district every single year. All right, I got a front 9 alert over there. Let's see if the game is Nick Sharp. Let's see if he can get it done. See if he get a little better effort than Turner did on his front 9.
Yeah. Turner's knees were buckled.
Yeah. Hey, there's one.
My goodness.
There's one. That's rubbing a little salt in the wound right there. Y'all have been bowling so bad, we moved it. Oh.
Oh, Mac. Oh,
All
okay.
right. I mean, it's on the field shot. You only lost 2. It's not a huge, but I mean, you're not going to win the game.
No,
So
no, but the best thing you can hope for is that win the next game by about 80 to make up the difference. But
yeah, like I said, the good thing is you're only going to be ball change from Roy here. Look at that, laced it. The good news is you're going to be, you lost the first one by about 16. You're going to lose this one by, 56. So yeah, 80. 80 will get it done. See if Nick can get number 11. Oh.
Oh, he threw that.
Good run.
He threw that worse than Turner.
I don't know. The not sure name on the back says it all. He thought it was good.
Yeah.
So we wasn't sure what it was going to do.
Definitely, we were not sure on that one. I like when people give you the nicknames, like it's like predicting the future.
Yeah. All right. $288. That'll typically get the job done.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All 3 of their bowlers are going to beat us.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to bowl 720, I think, at you. No, never mind. No, Casey's not striking that much. She can bowl 190, so they can bowl 7-0. Yeah, y'all are going to lose this game by 60-ish. You're gonna lose that game. You're gonna lose that game by 120.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna be down almost 300 after 2.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be.
No, not with a game to go.
No.
No, having to win the last game by 100 on every pair, that is a very tall task.
Right. Especially here.
Like
Especially
I said, yeah, especially when everybody's not stringing 7-baggers. The only thing you can hope for, like I said, you're just trying to win, your closest pair, which is going to be this one. If you can catch totals here, catch a game in totals, get your 10 points, maybe 2 from there, 2 from call it a 14, maybe a 16 day. 24-16, that makes it salvageable. But y'all are so far ahead of second, you can afford to lose one stop.
Yeah, we were up over 40, so like we're good on that part. But it's still not where you want to be because I mean the way our playoffs is seeding, we want to make sure we stay up there, get buys and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So
you were definitely failing at your one job today, and that is to take points from them.
yeah, I'm so sorry. I apologize, Nick.
Your whole district is failing.
It's awful.
I can't rely on the teams from the Midlands for nothing.
No, well, me neither today. I'm glad I didn't.
You didn't bet on nothing?
I'm glad I didn't bet on nothing.
It's funny. Daniel bowled yesterday, bowled 280 out the gate, was screaming, it's so easy, it's so easy. And then he's 160 now. Yep.
All right, we're headed there.
All right, Handicap 2 is finishing up, so they're going to, High Caliber will win this one. So they will be up 6-4, 8-4. Yeah, 8-4 right now, and up by my math, about 300 on totals, roughly.
We'll leave it at 300. We're fine with that.
Maybe plus or minus a few.
Yeah, it might be the other way, so don't need to bother with the.
Don't need to add more to it.
Yeah.
Well, you're 115. You lost by 10, so here's 105 on the one. Call it 80 over here, so there's 185, and you just lost by 115, but you won by 20, so 90 there. So 270 roughly, 280.
Well, unless we're going to bowl 5 games, I don't like our chances running down total.
Yeah, now I'm interested to see
just
what the other matches are at. You can see the scratch pair right here. There for Cartel is down. Over there, total numbers, they're up scratch. The other pair there they're up big on Cartel. So they're another one we're not bowling now, so we're chasing them.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's taking 40. So if anybody takes less than 30, we'll because we were only 10 out of second.
Yeah.
So. All right, so we got Anne Marie as the leadoff female for High Caliber here on Handicap 2.
10 pin.
And then you got Kevin Allen starting for Complete Anarchy.
Yep.
Fun fact, both of those two came from the Savages.
Yeah, if you think about it, you could actually look at that good and a bad.
Both of these teams branched off from the Savages.
Yeah.
All right, early strike. All right, so number 2 bowler, you got Jonathan Colley on the left side. Y'all probably been hearing him shouting and whatnot so far all day. There we go.
Oh, geez.
And you got Nick Sharp, who just threw the front 10 last game for 288, the 2-hole for High Caliber. See if he gets back on it here. Flat 10. That looked like a move off of one that hooked. Flat 10. All right, you got Daniel Dabkowski, the anchor bowler here for Complete Anarchy.
Oh, yeah, 4-9. That's lovely.
That ball checked up at about 18 feet.
Yeah. So, fun fact, some of the people on the feed for the first set of matches that bowl here said this is the worst scoring pair in the center.
Which pair?
19 and 20. And the only thing that was wrong for you guys was the pin drop and stuff.
That was for us. It worst scoring as in like the lowest scoring.
Yeah.
I believe it. I mean, I just bowled on it. That was the pair I was on, and I believe it 100%.
Yeah, because y'all got behind by like half a game.
Yeah, in the first game we had to wait. We had a blackout. They had to fix that in the back, and then a ball return that took forever. So we waited probably a total of about 25 minutes, 30 minutes is what we ended up waiting on total. All right, KC Pike, anchor bowler for High Caliber through the face.
Yep.
So should be 3 spares to start for High Caliber. All right, frame 2. Let's see what happens. It said, y'all, realistically, you're not out. You win each game by 90. You got a chance. 100. It's not. I mean, it's doable. You need some breaks to fall your way, and that would be a good one right there. Yeah. That would be a break that you would want to fall your way. Well. Their ability, they put a lot of strikes on the board at the end of the game, and now they have none. Yeah. So, and then if you looking down at your scratch pair, you guys have 2 3-baggers up top, but Daryl's not striking. So you're up early on in the scratch pair. So, John, that's way better attempt than the last one. There's y'all heard what he said. He meant what he said.
Every word of it.
Y'all heard what he said.
Every word of it.
Hey, I'm just going to let y'all know, this feature game, will be rated MA. It is not, this will not be a PG.
Yeah, this is,
this is going to go ahead.
This is not for kids.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say it. Jonathan's on the pair. This will not be a kid-friendly game.
No. No, not at all.
This one just raised the censorship.
Yeah.
It's a good thing this thing only streams to YouTube.
No, and the good part is we can use the mute button if we need to, right?
Yeah.
But with what he's wearing, I'm almost worried we're gonna have to have one of those black bars that they put in like
Wally balls. Yeah.
Yeah, to like make sure we don't have nothing.
Well, it's a skort. It's shorts underneath, so.
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
All right, like I said, maybe High Caliber did use up all their strikes the last game.
Hey, I'm hoping that they did. I'm hoping that they did. I mean, I want to get. I think getting more than half is going to be a challenge and doubtful. But if we can salvage 10 out of this, that'd be great.
If you can find a way to win the middle pair, your closest pair. So 2 of these games. Win 2 of these games by 90 and catch total, because that's about what you're down on each pair. It's about 90 on each one. So if you can find a way to win 2 games by 90 and catch 2 totals, that's a big swing there then.
Yeah.
So.
He just say bonus pins?
Yeah, he did. He made a spare.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I said. to some people when they make a spare, the bonus spins. That's what I would say to half your team today if they made a spare.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's got to hook a lot. And it did.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that my team downloads the Victory bowling software from Bob Benton because we need to be tracking these statistics.
A bucket. They are still strikeless. All right, spare for Kevin. But this bucket is choppable for Anne Marie. So
yeah, I'll probably leave the 5-pin, you think?
maybe if she misses it, it'll be through the face for the 5. Oh, she tried to. She tried to. But the biggest group, like I said, they have 0 strikes. So that's but they managed to stay clean. So I mean, that's obviously that's good. But oh, that one's got a chance.
Oh boy.
Hey, first strike.
All right.
First strike for high caliber of the game. Took them 3 frames to get it. Oh boy.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
That wasn't even close.
No, that went 52 feet.
That one would have hit. That might have got the 10 on 21. That was awful.
Yeah.
That one had as much of a chance as Jonathan acting normal.
Yeah. That's not going to happen.
All right. Let Jonathan shoot at it for her. Hey, on a positive note, Josh Jackson has a 4-bagger. Make it a 5-bagger.
My goodness.
Like I said, look, you're halfway through. You're up 30. You know, you just need to win 2 pair big, and then this stop is this is a completely different stop.
I would consider it fortunate if we could squeeze out of here with 10 pins or 10 points.
10 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta catch. You're at 4 now, so you would need to win all 3 of these games for sure to get there.
Right.
If you win one of these games big, you'll catch the pair. And by big, I mean you get it close to 100.
Yeah.
So, that was almost a 7-10. But you got to find a way to string strikes. So that's what needs to happen. You got to string strikes.
When Josh Jackson is throwing the ball as bad as he has our longest string of 5.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good. This is the house when I asked the team if they want to come back to next year, it's going to be no.
Yeah. You're not going to get very many volunteers
No.
for this stop for next year.
And the thing is, it's funny, if it's somewhere that, as a conference we decide to come back to next year, if there's not a UBA team out of here, if y'all don't want to come back, I don't think I'm going to argue with it.
Yeah.
I think I would support that.
I think after if we come back here, and I'm not opposed to coming back here. It's fair, but they took care of us today for the weekend. Hosted a brawl yesterday and then sort of stopped today. I think the district reconsiders doing the 1v1, 2v2 matchup. You may want to run the random draw, which I think that's the way it kind of should be, or at least like maybe a 1v5 2-4 or 2-6, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe not. The 1 seed doesn't get to bowl the 8, but you know, you shouldn't be penalized for being the top seed in your district, and now you got to bowl. Your prize for it is bowling the other top seed because you don't. There's no points for bragging rights, and you know, there's no strength of schedule to the UBA. So
Right.
I'm looking for the least resistance as possible to win. I don't care how hard my district is or easy, you know, and I don't want to have to bowl the other teams or the other district's hardest team. I'm hard enough. I got to battle the ones in my own district.
Right.
I don't need to bowl yours too.
Well, you know how it is. We're always open to discussion and changing stuff up. We don't try to keep everything just status quo with that. And, you know, I'm definitely always open to whatever.
Yeah, that's just my as a bowler. Well, maybe it could be selfish too, and you know, I guess we got away with it this time. You know, bowling, you know, arguably historically the worst team in the UBA.
Right.
Like I said, I have no idea how they were 5th in your district, but
Well, they were 7th because Augusta Rain's they've been the new body snatchers.
yeah,
And
they didn't take but 4 today, so
well, yeah. So bodies, they just the way the matches fell right before now is what, you know, clumped that up because for us 3 through 7 was pretty close.
I got you.
And it just kind of, it's one of those things where it's almost random-ish kind of a thing.
Right.
Because you don't know where anybody's going to finish at. But yeah, definitely if you're on the good side of it, like y'all were today, hey, you know, you got teams that are going to love doing it this way. Then you got teams that are going to wish, like, man, I wish we would did the completely random.
They say, like, y'all, again, why couldn't we have bowled an easier team? But that's when everybody said it should be 1v1, 2v2. I was like, guys, there's no strength of schedule here in the UBA. You don't get any bonus pins for beating a top team in the other district.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, if you feel like that gives you confidence for a playoff, then, you know, if that's what you need, then that's fine. But for a team like us, team like y'all, that's not what's giving you confidence going forward. So it doesn't really matter.
I just don't like when we do, because I would rather not have it in our conference myself.
Yeah, we got to build up the teams, right? And I can tell you now, Palmetto's not growing. We don't have the bowlers in the upstate to be able to do it.
Yeah.
You guys have a little bit more because you got a little bit further south that you could grow.
Yeah.
But the Midlands, we don't even have any more bowling centers. You know, they said that we can stretch it to. So
we're sitting at 10 teams now for Palmetto for Midlands for next year.
Yeah.
And we've talked before, like a 9 and 9 wouldn't be ideal anyway.
No.
So we'd have to keep the 10 and the 8, but you know, we'd probably still be able to figure out some kind of interconference or something in that.
10 and 8, you can't really do it because how do you decide who sits and who doesn't? So that would be.
I just think you take the last 2.
Y'all heard what he said.
Yeah, and he meant it too. I promise. Ever come check him out at League? Monday, Anchor Lanes. Thursday, AMF. He's just the same way all over the place. But yeah, I think if you can still do interconference, just make 9 and 10 bowl each other.
Yeah, you could.
You know, is a thing. There's something.
If everybody else is bowling an equal from that, they might as well
We'll
be
figure out.
another position round. Daniel has got to move his feet, and he refuses to.
Yeah.
I know he don't like to get off that fucking 1 dot,
Yeah.
but he's gonna need to learn to move his feet. That spot is beat up. All right. All right, so your scratch pair is going to be up about 20-ish with 2 to go, but you have strings and they don't. Your middle pair is down another 70, more than almost 100. So that's that pair's done.
Yeah.
That's a dead pair. And then this pair is pretty close still because you have 2 doubles an open. They have an open, a triple, and a single. So
if we were one of those likely to win percentage meters, and we were talking about points like they have for like college sports and NFL, all that kind of stuff, I would say that we're at the 8. We might get 8 right now.
8.
Because
yeah,
handicap 1 is looking like we're not gonna make up for the pair. Definitely not gonna win this game if they don't stop stringing. Here we might win this game on handicap 2.
maybe. You needed Kevin to keep striking, and he didn't. You need Nick to stop. Yeah, you need Jonathan to
tackle him.
Yeah, you need Jonathan to strike to match if Nick strikes. That way you both have a string going. And Daniel's got to move his feet to give himself a chance. That was flush. So yeah, you definitely need Jonathan to answer that.
Yep.
But the problem is you got Casey on a strike, so if she doubles up, you need Daniel to follow suit to get a strike. All right.
You got anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
He said what he.
Get out of here.
All right, let's see what we got. Oh. Oh, spot the 9. They're gonna sweep that off.
Yeah.
Maybe. No. The out of range on 20. No, it went up. She's good. It went up.
Okay.
Oh, and Daniel moved his feet and struck.
Oh, all right. Does he got an earbud in? Maybe he heard you.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe somebody told him, hey, dude, you're not stationary. You can move. Uh-oh. Roy Adams here comes his 170 game to keep his average down. Oh, Josh just rolled the 2-4-8 for a double.
He rolled the 2-4-8?
Yes, the 2-4-8 to give him a double. Like I said, that's big because TJ's on an open, Turner can be on a spare, so you guys can grab that game, man. A big chunk, especially if they don't strike and y'all do. I said if Daryl can double up on the scratch pair. All right. I said this pair's not done yet. They're still fighting. All right, Daryl got you your double, so you got 2 doubles going to the 10th. TJ's on an open, so you don't really know what he's getting right here. He did strike his last shot over on that left lane. Oh, he went through the face.
Yeah, that ain't
All right, you need a strike right here from Jonathan. Give a little bit of pressure for him. Oh, God. Brooklyn. Oh, God. My goodness. Hey, by any means necessary. And TJ opened again in the 9th. So, like I said, folks, this is rated MA.
Yeah.
Hey, we got young kids back here. We got young boys back here.
We're about to get banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
We're going to be banned from YouTube. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. At Battle Bowl, we had, guys took their shirts off and match at Battle Bowl a couple years ago, so I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, I remember all that went.
Yeah, it was between Outrage and G-Town.
Yeah.
All right. Daniel just stoned a 9. Well, I guess it was a little high. It wasn't a stone 9, but.
Taylor Spangler, come to the front desk, please.
All right. So a little update for you on your scratch pair. Caleb hit the first one, and Kevin did not. So I said, yeah, you guys are going to get 60 more if you strike out than they are versus they're striking out. So that's 100, and that's a win on that. That's a win for totals. Oh, blower 7.
Damn it.
All right, let's see what Kevin Allen's got. See if he can't get a double here.
Good.
Oh, that was good. That was good. What'd I tell you? Roy's going to bowl 170 this game. Ooh! All right. That's good news for y'all.
Yeah.
Let's see if Jonathan can improve off his last attempt. No, it wasn't very good.
I need him to be a goldfish.
Yeah. Oh, he gave it some room. That may not hook. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to hook very much. Oh, Anne-Marie just missed the A-pin.
Yeah.
It's good news for y'all.
Well, we're trying, Nick. I swear we're trying.
We're trying.
We're trying to help you out.
You're fighting back.
We're-
We're trying to fight back.
We just got to carry this momentum in the team rankings because we don't need to do what we just did the first 3 games.
Well, you'll be bowling in familiar territory. I can promise you Cary will be better at Bush River than it is here.
Yeah.
So, ooh, another 9-pin.
God almighty.
All right, so if Turner don't strike down there, y'all legitimately have a real chance at catching totals on scratch pair. Did that move over?
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh, how fucking sad! Boo-hoo!
Casey slid one over, and
Yeah.
then Nick just slid one over on
Yeah.
the same lane, same pin. I told you how many 9-pins we left yesterday, so. All right, Turner struck. You need Daryl to strike for sure. That's big. He can put 60 more up there. All right, let's see if Casey can help her team out here, give him a double. Hey, tripped the 9 out. Wasn't a stone 9 that fell over, but it was effective. You can get 9 more. Daryl can give you 30 more. So there's your, we can get to 130. Turner can get 10 more. They can only post 40 more. So you got 10 and 10, that's a wash. So you're gonna be at 120. You need to win by, what we say, the scratch totals at,
Scratch
yeah,
totals
you're
on the
up
bottom
20
there, too,
right
so,
now. So TJ will have to, he'll have to double.
Yeah.
It's 19 pins right now. That's a big finish. That blower 7 by Caleb, the second one and the 10th, is going to come back to haunt you, I believe.
All right, so we're up to 6, so.
Hey, you
We're
got
at
6
6.
points. Pending 10. Pending 10.
Pending 10.
So, yeah, you're at 29. Turner can get 10, so it'll be 19. So, yeah, TJ will have to fill 20 in the 10th. So strike, spare, strike, whatever. All right, yeah, so there you go, 61. So, yeah, 19 pins is the number. And he has back-to-back opens. So that's got to make you feel real good, stepping up, needing to fill 20.
Yeah. Come on, CJ. Don't double.
And you got the Greek church sitting beside you.
Oh, boy. Look to your right, TJ. Look to your right.
Oh, he did. He split. That's
All
a
right.
winner for y'all.
All right. Thank you.
All
We
right.
appreciate
So there goes your 8. All right, back to
All right.
handicap 2. This
So
it's not
so it's
less.
10. I said 10. Hey,
I told
okay.
you. I said, hey, if you
Yeah.
can win a game big, you catch totals, and this is
Yeah.
a big stop. All right, so now you're back. You got to open at the top. You need Jonathan to strike,
Yeah.
and he didn't. So this game is still, but you got to double at the bottom from Casey. That's the
'Cause this was what, 14 a game?
14, yeah. So right now you're staring at 10. You're at 14 points right now. So they win this one, it's going to get you to 16. So
How you got 14? We got
I mean,
8.
and you're.
We didn't win nothing in there.
Oh, I thought you won the
We
one
won
game.
this big game,
Oh,
one
you
game
won this
here,
one. That's
yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
All right, so you're at 12 right now, and this one's not over. You're dead even on pin count, and you're down 39. So with 2 frames to go, so it's doable. So you're not out of you got 2 more points on the board.
You know, Jonathan's spare percentage on 7 pins as a lefty is double what it is for a 10 pin.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, so is he. So, but
I mean, that makes sense.
He's
That's
a crazy guy.
You're right.
You know.
You're right. Touche. I just got word that the scratch pair for Cartel has to keep this game within 70 to win the stop.
Wow.
And they had a chance. Well, he just ring 10, so that'll pretty much lock it up for him, unless he opens. They were at 36, and he didn't strike off the double. So
God, I got the 5 count.
he made the. They did it again.
Come on, Kevin. Damn.
Oh, not 4 of them.
That's choppable, baby. Chop, everybody.
He's saying that, and it's going to be, well, he's going to end up making Kevin miss. He's going to give you that big voodoo. Okay, good.
Uh-oh.
She chopped it. She chopped
All right, you're down 30 with 2 bowlers to go on this one. You have a double and a spare. I think they have the same thing. Oh, spare. So you're up 20 on count, down 30. So you need him to not strike here, and you need Casey to not strike. That's the only way y'all can catch this game here. You have, and no board is safe on the left side. No board. Not a single one of them. Between him and Turner, they cover them all.
All of them.
Yeah,
Sometimes twice.
yeah. It's Oh boy, that's got to hook a lot. All right, so if he can double, like I said, he can find a way to. If he can double right here, you'll make up 10. And then, like I said, you're up 20 on count at the bottom. There's your 30. So. They complete Anarchy needs to throw the rest of them. It doesn't matter what high caliber does. Yeah, it's just 3 more pins.
Yeah,
It's not like he did it to fill the frame.
No. But it'll feel good if they only win the game by a pin, though.
Yeah, I guess. I
I mean-
guess count would matter at that point. I just don't really think count's going to come into play. Yeah, now it doesn't matter.
When he gets worked up.
All right. Charlton extended a string over there. The only issue with that is you got C4 on an open, so that's. I mean, he still can't touch the 10. Yeah, so you're still plus 20, so that puts you at 11 on count. So she needs to not strike, and Daniel has to double. That's where you're at. You need a non-strike from Casey, or no double, I guess, no double from Casey. Oh, she almost 4-9.
Oh, they about got the 9 to fall into the 4.
Yeah. So you need Daniel to hit the first one. Because he's going to feel 60 if he doubles.
Looks good.
Nope.
Oh, no.
You got to move him damn feet, man. What I found was when they started to go, you literally had to move every couple shots. And he threw a double. It was probably time to move. Yeah, now you're not going to win.
Unless Casey opens.
I don't even think that matters. Because he's only going to get 2. He's only getting 12 more. So it's fair, and then the strike at the end. So, yeah, they locked it up. When he didn't strike, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be at 12 then on the day.
I still think it's going to be 10. We got to win that game to get
Oh,
12.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you got 8. I keep taking 10 over there. Yeah, 8 and 2. So, yeah. C4 can fill 30 more, so that's put you at 65. You at 24, so that's 41. They have to fill in the 10. They need a couple marks. Wrap it up after this. Yep.
Okay.
All right, and that is it. So you guys you lose that game, you lose that pair, and it looks like you're going to be at maybe 12 at most depending on the other pair ends. So,
Yeah, the conversation again was fun, Nick. I hate that we didn't help you guys out in the district a little bit more than we did. But
I'm used to it, not getting any help from anybody, so I'm used to it. So we just
True.
have to do it ourselves. But everybody out watching the live stream today, appreciate you guys joining us. Like I said, we'll enjoyed it, and we will catch you guys at the next one. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, guys.